If your drawings are riddled with spelling errors, it's hard for your clients to take you seriously. Fortunately, AutoCAD keeps our text error free by verifying everything that we type. In this lesson, we're going to explore AutoCAD's spell check feature. On my screen, I have a drawing of a fire hydrant detail. I'd like to add a title to this drawing, but I mentioned that I've already created a layer and a text style for this title. I'll create the title using multi-line text. I'll click once on screen and then I'll click again to define the width of the column. Let's zoom in and we'll center this, and I'm going to type typical hydrant installation detail. Take a look at this red line. AutoCAD is constantly monitoring everything that we type, and it will use this red line to flag words that it doesn't recognize. Now, if you're not seeing this red line, the feature may be turned off. You find the toggle right here in the text editor. If this word is misspelled, you can simply right-click on it and AutoCAD will give you the top 3 suggestions here at the top of the menu. If these don't work, you can come over to More Suggestions and find additional choices over here. If this word is spelled correctly, you could add it to the dictionary, or you could click Ignore All to remove the red line. In this case, the word is misspelled, so I'm going to select Hydrant from the menu to correct the word. Finally, I'll click on screen to close the editor. And that's it. As you can see with this red highlighting feature, it's actually different to create misspelled words. Let's zoom out. I'll center the drawing on screen. Let's talk about how we deal with existing text. As you can see, I have quite a bit of text in this drawing. Let's make the assumption this is an older file or one that I received from a consultant. If you'd like to spell check existing text, you need to use the dedicated spell check tool. Up to this point, we've been accessing all of our text tools from the annotation panel. If you look at the top of the screen, you'll see there's also an annotate tab. This is where you'll find the full collection of text tools. I'm going to click check spelling. This brings up the check spelling dialog box. You'll find this tool works similar to the spell checker in most word processing programs. The first thing you want to do is identify when we're going to check. If I open the menu, we can check the entire drawing. We can check model space or a specific layout, or we could check selected objects. I'm going to check the entire drawing. I'll come over and click Start, and AutoCAD will pan and zoom around the file until it finds a word that it doesn't recognize. You can see that word highlighted right here. If I come back over to the dialog box, we'll see the word listed here as being not in a dictionary. We will find the best suggestion just below. If this word doesn't work, there are additional choices in this menu. Using these buttons on the right, I can tell AutoCAD how I'd like to handle this word. If I click Change, I can correct this instance. If I click Change All, I can correct every instance of this word. If I click Ignore, I can ignore this instance. If I click Ignore All, I can ignore every instance of this word. If this word is spelled correctly, and I use it frequently, I could also add the word to the dictionary. I'm going to click Change to correct the word, and then AutoCAD moves along until it finds another. This time it found AWWA. Now, this is not a misspelling. It's an acronym that stands for American Waterworks Association. This word does show up frequently on construction drawings, so I'm going to click Add to Dictionary. Let's slide the dialog box over. Looks like this word should be barrel. In this case, the best suggestion is incorrect. So I'm going to choose barrel from the menu below and I'll click Change. This word is also not a misspelling. This one happens to be a brand name. I don't see this one very often, so rather than adding it to the dictionary, I'm just going to click Ignore. This word should be enamel. The suggestion is correct, so I'll click Change, and this word is thread. The suggestion is correct, and it looks like I have another error in my profile label. The suggestion is perfect, so I'll click Change to correct this word, and my spell check is complete. When I'm finished, I'll click Close to exit the spell checker. If you're like me and you add something to your dictionary, later on you may wonder, you know what if I made a mistake? How can I take and remove something that's been added to the dictionary? To edit the dictionary, we'll come back to the spell checker, come down and click Dictionaries. As you can see, we're currently using the American English Dictionary. There are several other choices. In the content list below, you'll find at the very bottom all of the words that you've added. To remove a word, select it and click Delete. When I'm finished, I'll click Close and then I'll close the spell checker. Finally, I'll move back up and set the Home tab Current. So whether you're entering text yourself or checking a drawing you received from a consultant, AutoCAD's spell check feature makes it easy to keep your text error free.